whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Promoting 8th graders, congratulations to you on reaching this important milestone. Now, I know the school year did not end the way you wanted it to, and I know you miss your friends, but believe me, the skills that you've learned throughout this experience, like perseverance, are only going to serve you better in your high school career. Congratulations. I hope you have a great summer.
Good morning and welcome to the 2020 8th grade promotion at Valley Middle School. My name is Nicole Johnston and I am the principal, and I'm very proud and pleased to be sharing this event with all of you today. Thank you for joining us on this important day as our 8th graders end their journey as middle school students and embark on a new journey as high school students. I would like to take this time to extend appreciation to our staff as well as our PTA for their contribution to this promotion. It is our first time doing it virtually, but we want it to be as special as it is for students when we're together. While we aren't on the field together, we are together in celebrating and recognizing the accomplishments of our students. Thank you to our families for your support of your child and our school community. Without your partnership, our students would not have thrived the way they have over the past 3 years. We are all experiencing unprecedented times that have brought loss, fear, and uncertainty. I could not be more proud of how our school community has come together to be there for each other, persevere, find joy, connect, and demonstrate compassion. The promoting students have demonstrated these qualities throughout their time at Valley, beginning with 6th grade camp, where they created memories and friendships that have long lasted, to participating in school-wide events such as Start with Hello, and where many of our class of 2024 invited others to join them for lunch or just said hello to someone that they didn't know. We sure miss seeing them around our campus, those students up on the hill, back behind the basketball courts, on the blacktop, but we are excited for what lies ahead. Students, as you go into high school, demonstrate leadership and take a stand for what you believe in. I read this poem by a modern day poet, Ian S. Thomas, and it resonated with me. The Fur. Be soft. Do not let the world make you hard. Do not let the pain make you hate, and do not let the bitterness steal your sweetness. Take pride that even though the rest of the world may disagree, you still believe it to be a beautiful place. You can make a difference in both small and big ways. Students of 2024, make your mark in a positive way.
Hey guys, I'm Iris, this is my dad, and we're going to be doing a little medley of some songs you might know. And all my life is changing every day, in every possible way. And all my dreams, it's never quite as it seems, never quite as it seems. like this before, but now I'm feeling it even more, because it came from you. And then I open up and see the person falling here is me, a different way to be. If you need a friend, don't look to a stranger. You know in the end, I'll always be there. And if you're in doubt, and if you're in danger, take a look all around. I'll always be there. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking about the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be, but if you wait around while I'll make you fall for me, I promise you. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking about the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be, but if I had to walk the world and make you fall for me, I promise you. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me, time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me, time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I will be waiting, time after time. Time after time. Time after time. And all my life is changing every day, in every possible way. Thank you.
I remember, on the first day I did pray. It was a new school across the street. I was so scared, but my fear was shared. Now 3 years later, the years have flown by. I'm about to say goodbye. I will never forget through lessons to be flexible, optimistic, and to explore. You don't need much more. Has allowed me to make new friends, and that's not the end. Being optimistic, looking at the bright side of life, is a powerful drive. Lastly, to explore what wonders are in store. I'm thankful for Valley. I have been very blessed, and I wish the class of 2024 the best.
Good afternoon. I'm Jonah Hernandez, and I first want to start by saying thank you to everyone for coming out and supporting all the 8th graders. Today we move past another milestone. For 3 years, Valley Middle School had been the place we'd all wake up early for, get dressed, eat breakfast, brush our teeth, etc., and rush out the door before being late. Because at 7:44, when those bells rang, the school filled with kids rushing to class before the bell rang again at 7:48. I realized very early that the name of the game would be survival. Surviving middle school is a chapter everyone has to face at one point in life. Like Meredith Grey said, life's not a spectator sport. Win, lose, or draw, the game is in progress, whether you want it to be or not. So go ahead. Argue with the refs, change the rules, take a break, and tend to your wounds, but play. I remember the first day of 6th grade as if it was just yesterday. So many thoughts and questions were running through my head. It was overwhelming, a new school and new kids. That morning I was so nervous, going over my schedule and trying not to go crazy. As I finally stepped onto campus, I immediately felt a sigh of relief. It wasn't like I'd expected. Everything felt very welcoming, and it was good knowing I wasn't the only one nervous. Coming to Valley had changed me for the better, and speaking on behalf of my fellow classmates when I say we've learned a lot of valuable lessons from being a Viking. For example, we all came to middle school with our group of elementary friends, and I think many of us sit here today knowing that we don't talk to some of them anymore. But one big thing that Valley had taught me is that everyone grows and drifts apart. I lost some friends, but also gained so many new ones, yet they all taught me something different that I'll forever remember. One of my old friends taught me to just live in the moment and enjoy life, but not stress about the could-haves and the what-ifs, because life is too short to worry about all the small details. Valley was a place where I met a lot of my forever friends. I mean, we all became a family after knowing each other for 3 crazy and hectic years. I think it's safe to say that for most of us, when we first walked through those gates, we didn't know anything about ourselves. But I can honestly and truly say, as some of us walked out those gates the last time, we have learned so much more. The goal here at Valley was to always feel welcomed and feel like you're truly a part of something. And that's how I felt for all 3 of these amazing years. But how do I explain all the unforgettable memories I made on that campus? From all the endless laughs at the lunch tables, to singing along to Hannah Montana and watching SpongeBob in Spanish in the 6th grade Explore Wheel, to performing a skit with only using the ABCs in drama, to arm wrestling at the lunch tables, to fighting over snacks, to early man in the Greek Olympics, to jumping and running in the rain, to the 7th grade safari field trip, to dancing at the college fair and making TikToks in Avid, to the 8th grade field trip and the many Avid trips, to walking from and to school with my friends every day. I know many of us are upset that we aren't getting to make all the memories we thought we would, and wanting to go back in time and just relive all those memories. Those many memories that ended far too soon. But what I'm trying to say is that we all made so many memorable moments on this campus. From learning y equals mx plus b, to learning that it's okay to fail, to learning about Anne Frank, but also learning to never be afraid to take risks. If I could talk to 6th grade me, I would tell myself to just let go of everything and be more open about new things. I like to say I don't regret anything from my past, but truth is I do. And I know a lot of us probably wish we could go back and erase some of our mistakes, but the reality is that we can't. But one thing that we can do is learn from it and be better, because everything that has happened has changed us and made us a better version of ourselves. But moving forward, I want to set goals for myself. My main goal has always been to become something important, someone important, so I can help my mom and dad who have always tried to give me everything. I like to take this time to thank all the teachers, staff, parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, etc. for helping each and every one of us to survive our middle school years, for being our #1 supporters on the sidelines and making sure we don't give up too soon. I'll give back to my parents by going to college to become a counselor, just like Miss Gray, who has since day one been a role model. I spent a few days in her office, and every time I was in there and every time I talked to her, I grew more amazed at how big of a part of this school she is. She always puts herself out there to help others and to make sure all is well. So if you were to ask me what I've learned in my experience at Valley, my answer would be simple. You learn to never give up. Valley is and will always be the place to be. Today we close the door to the past, open the door to the future, take a deep breath, step on through, and start a new chapter in life. So congratulations to all the 8th graders. We have all come a long way together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow students and faculty, thank you for this opportunity to speak and represent the graduating class of 2020 at this year's virtual promotion. Time in middle school has passed by much too quickly, and it is nearly impossible to believe that the next time we step into a classroom will be in high school. Before I begin, I would like to thank all the parents and guardians of the students here at VMS. Without our families, none of us would have come this far. I would also like to thank the staff for putting up with me and my fellow student body for the past 3 years. Words cannot express my utmost appreciation for everyone who has helped me get through and thrive in the world of middle school. As the great and illustrious John F. Kennedy once said, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Gratitude means thankfulness, noticing simple pleasures and acknowledging everything that you receive. It means learning to live your life and being aware on a continuous basis of how much you've been given. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to the abundance that is already present. Simply, it makes you more grateful. Throughout my years at VMS, I've had so many different experiences, some difficult, some educational, some fun. But through all these experiences, I can express my utmost appreciation for each one of these moments. I remember my first day in 6th grade. I was so anxious when I walked into the classrooms because I looked at faces I didn't recognize, but felt at ease when I saw warm, welcoming smiles, as if they already knew who I was. I've made some of the most extraordinary and loyal friends during my time in middle school, who I know I will never forget and will be held close to my heart. Stepping into VMS, we were all skeptical of what middle school would bring us. All of us had been pulled out of our comfort zone in elementary school and placed into a completely new environment called middle school. Some of us realized right away that things would be different and tried to adapt to these new surroundings, while others clung to their old values and stubbornly refused to let go of their past. The teachers helped us through all these minor struggles. I want all the teachers to know how special they are, even though us students might not always show our appreciation on the outside. Without you, we wouldn't have achieved as much. You spend most of your time helping us, even when we may make you tired and frustrated. I do not know a single teacher who has given up on me or any student for that matter. In my eyes, being a teacher is one of the most difficult yet rewarding jobs. Thanks to the unrelentless dedication of the teachers and staff, the class of 2020 has been well prepared for high school and accomplishing much more in the year to come. I sincerely thank the staff for having faith in everyone and never giving up. This year was full of the biggest hardship us students and staff have probably faced in our entire life. COVID-19 was a block in the road, but we got right past it. The staff and faculty and members of the school board were hard at work since school closed, creating our remote online learning plan. Without their hard work, we wouldn't have been able to receive the essential learning that will help us so much in high school. I give my sincere thanks to the people who worked so hard during such a difficult time. Finally, I'd personally like to give a thanks to my family. My brother, my mom, and my dad have helped me so much over the years. They've always been there for me and always will be. They helped me get over numerous obstacles and difficulties. For that, I will always show my gratitude. After 3 years of memories, experiences, and struggles, I've come to a realization. Study well, play hard, and as Mahatma Gandhi once said, be the change you wish to see in the world. Build your own boat and conquer the ocean like a Viking. Thank you.
Hello, and good morning to everyone watching. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tedros Hemberger. I'm named after the King of Ethiopia, King Tedros, and I go by Tay for short. I'm 14 years old, and like all of you here today, I've completed the 3 years of my middle school life. Please, while you're listening to me, think of all the teachers you've crossed paths with just to get you to this very moment in your lives. I'm so very thankful for all the teachers and staff that I've been lucky enough to encounter. Their guidance will always be remembered. I've been dreaming about this day for a long time. I've had thoughts in my mind of how it would end up, but I never really thought it would get to the point where I have to give a virtual speech to the entire 8th grade class. Alright, now to get into what I would like to say. All my life, I've wanted to help people. All my life, I've just wanted to be the good guy, or the person who looks out for others. To be honest, like everyone else here today, I'm not the perfect person, but at least I try. Middle school is a hard place for kids. It's the first real step into young life for children. Middle school can be a mean place. It's a place where kids think they have to be cool to get attention. For those of you that went through or are going through hard times, I feel for you. I know what it's like to be made fun of or laughed at, and it hurts. Back to what I was saying. When kids don't receive the recognition they want, some tend to take it out on others just to make themselves feel better. I've seen it happen to others, even including myself. In life, I know it may seem like you need the spotlight to make yourself feel better, but that's not how you should live the one life you're given. Find the group of people who will always love to hang out with you, and meet the friends who will always tell you when you're not acting like yourself. Not long ago, I started listening to motivational speeches from Dwayne Johnson and Inky Johnson, a former football player at the University of Tennessee, and one of my favorites, a man I look up to, Chris Herron. Every night, I'd listen to them, and when I went to sleep, I would imagine myself on a stage, speaking to many people and telling them how I live my life. My message to you all is to just live your life. I know that there will be hard times, depending on whatever it is. It could be with breakups, or it could be with a bad grade you've gotten, or your friends just haven't been the greatest. Going through a quote-unquote breakup, or just finding out someone doesn't like you back, can be hard, and it really can hurt. But most of the time, you just have to move on, because waiting for them will make things worse, and yourself feel even worse. I want to tell you to stay true to yourself, and ask yourself, in a part of your heart that's still there at the time, was he or she the right one for you? Did I study the best I could for the quiz or test? Or do I need to remove myself to find new friends, because they're not the ones that are trying to bring me up? Whatever it may be, if you stay honest to yourself, then I know you'll find the right answer. My last thought, to all the boys out there, when you do find the right girl in your life, and if you haven't yet, it's coming. Just keep being you, and the right person will find you. When they do, I hope that you make sure to treat them with the most respect you could ever give anyone in your life. This falls under the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Find the right girl or boy who's going to be there when you need help. And most importantly, treat you with respect. And all in all, be there when you need someone else. Of course, at this day and age, we're not ready to propose and know for sure that they're the ones for our future, but never forget how important and special it is to treat your loved one. We've now reached the end of my time, but before I go, I would like to say one last thing. Here's to the people who are trying to find themselves. You'll find you. You don't need to bring others down just to bring you up. It doesn't work that way. And there's no chance you'll ever find the top if you're not yourself. And here's to the people who have found themselves. There will always be people who want to be better than you. They just won't allow you to be better than them. Find the good in you and tell yourself, I won't let them stand in my way. There's just the fuel to keep me going and keep pushing to be my best self. Now here's to everyone. I want you to go find yourself. Go find the right college. Go find the right friends. Go find the right girl or boy. And lastly, go find the right you. As we take the next few steps in our life and move on to high school, I hope you remember what I've said and apply it to your life. Enjoy the rest of your years as a kid, and to all my friends and everyone out there, congratulations. You just finished the 8th grade. Thank you everyone, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
This concludes our promotion ceremony for our promoting 8th graders. Congratulations. Go on to enjoy time with your family and celebrate over the summer. We look forward to seeing you grow. And again, wishing everyone a safe and happy, healthy journey. Congratulations, class of 2024.